to give that introduction so that you can have it in your video later. So welcome everyone. This is the new moon activation for manifestation. It's a powerful time. Our new moon is actually tomorrow, entering with a solar eclipse as well, but we are entering the new moon energy, which is like a day and the day of, and then after for a day. It's a powerful time for magnetic manifestation, and especially when we are in the gamma state. So gamma is a high frequency brain state of 40 hertz and exponentially higher. When we're in this state, all of our brain is more lit up. We have more processing power available. And we're also in a frequency of more harmony and alignment with our higher self. We can download higher order information to make it available for functioning in our life, getting more clear guidance as to how to move forward in our life in a way that is in alignment with our purpose and passion. And it's our birthright to be in gamma, but most people spend their lives in survival mode. And there's a big depletion of energy that happens with that. There's many reasons for that happening. It can be programming from our environment, from our parents, from society. It could be negative frequencies. It could be traumas. It could be addictive patterns. It could be toxins of many kinds. Maybe learning to live a life that we don't even feel in alignment with, and then it's hard to recognize who we really are. So when we activate the gamma state, it's easier to recognize those programs and patterns and to neutralize them, and then to open up more energy to live a life of abundance, flow, love, and being our true selves. And it really is that simple. There's a few breath sequences we're going to do today designed to boost our frequency to gamma and to also neutralize charge. So I'm going to describe briefly what charge is and a little more about gamma, and then we'll get into the journey. Charge in gamma language is when we have an impact of some kind. It could be, again, a trauma. It could be an addictive pattern. It could be something chaotic in our lives. It could be some kind of suppression or toxicity programming. And so then there's an address in our cellular memory and in our brain where there's a bunch of energy held and locked up, holding this impact in place. And this is designed to protect us so that we're not constantly reliving some kind of high alert state. But what that does is deplete our energy. So many people walk around feeling depressed or tired or feeling triggered or somehow upset about things, don't understand why certain patterns keep repeating themselves, don't know why they're not going forward the way they really want to, no matter how many affirmations they do or meditation, which is awesome. This is a combination of meditation with evolving and neutralizing the charge. So when we go into these memories and do specific gamma breaths, we will open up that energy, make it available, transform it into the frequency of gamma, and now it's gold. It's like pure gold energy with which we can move forward. So following a gamma activation, people find that they have a lot more energy to work with, and this is permanent. So it's a path to rejuvenation. It's a path to activating our higher sensory abilities as well, like psychic abilities, intuitive vision, and manifestation, which is what we're focused on today. And it's also a great way to develop our skills and activate in any area of our life that we want to. So if it's our skills, if it's money, if it's relationship, if it's career, if it's home, if it's changing our life in some big way or another, we can gamify it. And that'll be the focus of today. So a little bit more about gamma is that Corey Herter, a guy from Canada, created this work about 15 years ago. He channeled it following a brain injury where he learned how to heal his own brain by developing these techniques. These breaths are based on sacred geometry. And what we're doing also is stimulating our pineal gland and a release of dimethyltryptamine or DMT naturally. So there may be those of us here in the community who seek shamanic medicines and journeys and so on to access these higher order states and DMT. Well, we produce it ourselves, and our breath is the most titrated, safe, balanced way to enter that space. And then from there, you want to choose to work with medicines or other methods, then you can incorporate gamma into that and then create a more integrated way of developing your higher self and your consciousness with all these other approaches. But our breath is primordial to our life. It's how we live, and to breathe consciously and with this kind of an advanced technique can really transform our life. I've witnessed and experienced upgrade after upgrade in any area just by doing a few breaths. It really is like that, because we can present a situation, and we call pulling it up in gamma. Just feel it, see it. That's what we're going to do today. And then do the breath that connects with processing that information. And then the upgrade happens. All of a sudden we have a different perspective on the whole situation. We've released that energy. It's now converted into gamma. It's alchemy. And that's all it takes. All right. So that was the introduction. Now we're going to do our journey together. So let's all close our eyes. And now we can take some time to slow down, landing in each of our spaces, dropping in. So we become more and more aware in these moments of our physical body, because since most of our senses are in our head, we tend to have energy in our head. So let's feel weight and gravity as we arrive here now. And we're going to tune into each of our senses. So first, with our eyes closed, let's listen with our ears as much as we can to everything in our surroundings, near and far, magnifying. Now, with eyes closed, tuning into our sense of sight, just feeling our eyes beneath our eyelids, relaxing our eyes. Tuning into our inner vision, because that's what we're going to be focusing on as we activate our pineal gland more and more today. Next, tuning into our sense of smell. So as we breathe gently through our nose, we take in all the freshness of the air, the different scents, the temperature. If there's a quality to the air we notice, like dry or damp, if you're in Costa Rica right now, in the Caribe. Now we tune into our sense of taste. So noticing our taste buds on our tongue, tasting our mouth. The brilliance of taste and smell and all our senses, how there's like an infinite spectrum of experiencing that can happen with each. And now our sense of touch. So with our hands, we can feel our body somewhere. And then also we feel our entire skin on our whole body all at once. We can feel the seat we're on, clothing that we're wearing, the fresh air on our bare skin. Finally, take about a minute and scan your whole body. So starting at the top of your head till you get to the soles of your feet, a few inches at a time, just notice, feel all sensations inside and outside, and just keep dropping inward more and more till you get to the bottom of your feet. While you do this, notice your breath, what it's doing on its own, allowing it to do whatever it needs to do to change. Maybe it wants to be deeper or slower, more spacious, nose or mouth. And as you continue to scan, and maybe you are already at the bottom of your feet, I'll describe our first gamma breath because some of you are new to this. It's a mix of mouth and nose breathing. Each sequence takes a minute to a minute and a half to do. They're big, spacious breaths. You want to picture that it's your entire body that's breathing because it is the lungs, but it's also all the alchemy and biology, chemistry changes that happen with each breath. Consciousness changes. And for this first basic gamma breath, every inhale is 3 seconds long. Every exhale is 3 seconds long. So I'll be breathing each sequence with you. They each have mudras as well. So if you want, you can do the mudras if you're relaxing or don't have your hands available at this moment holding a phone or something, then you don't have to do them. But they do add enhanced power to the breath sequence. So for this breath, it's palms together. And let's breathe. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. One more set. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. And a big in mouth, out mouth. Good. Now take a few moments with your eyes closed to just relax. You can relax your hands, sit back, and breathe easy for a little bit. So as you're tuning in and take your time, you're probably feeling wavy sensations, maybe kind of an elevated state or what might seem like lightheadedness, but it's actually all our brain waves getting stimulated and boosted into gamma with DMT flowing and endorphins, information reorganizing. So just so you become acquainted with the space, it's going to magnify in stages as we go. So you got to do is allow the reorganization to take place. So during the session, you could keep your eyes closed. If you'd like, just go inward. It is an inner journey, but again, you can have your eyes open, look at the screen and me. You can take in your surroundings for nourishment as well. And now I'm going to describe what we're activating. So this is the new moon gamma manifestation session. So we're going to utilize all our magical powers with our breath, with gamma, with DMT, our pineal gland, our boosted neurochemicals right now, which would be regulated with this breath, which is serotonin, GABA. We've got oxytocin, dopamine, and our endorphins in the body. All of these are getting boosted and regulated, and it's like an adaptogenic kind of process. It'll give you what you need. So balancing you in the way that each of you need and that I need. The other thing that's really cool is because we're breathing together, it's an exponential boost in gamma processing power to bring forth what you're manifesting. And for those who will view the video after the right now time, gamma is in the now. It's 5D, it's the quantum field, and those who view later benefit from us now and vice versa. So consider this a very exponential kind of experience. So all that said, tune in and see what you want to activate and manifest with this new moon, and trust what's coming to you because you're already in the gamma state, the beginnings of it. So whatever's coming is for you. So just eyes closed. Let's take about a minute and welcome whatever we're seeing that's in our highest alignment coming in. So as you view and you have your intentions you're setting, maybe you saw about this event and already had a plan before, and that might be the one showing up, or there might be new information or something else coming in. And I've had much experience with gamma to know that what you activate will come and manifest into your life in the highest way that is for you. And that gamma is an accelerator for that to happen. It's like a target and a green light to your path, and in an easy way. So you'll find that this is kind of an intense process, but it's gentle compared to some other kinds of breath. I used to facilitate rebirthing and give trainings in what I call biodynamic breath. Very strong. And I have been working with this for a decade consistently, more than the other breaths, because I really see its power and I know the transformation that comes. That's why we're here today. So keep looking at what it is you're bringing in. See it with every detail you can. I mean, it might be kind of vague. It might be like a code of some kind, or colors, or a feeling in your body, but it may also be very detailed. Maybe it's calling in your partner. Maybe it's your dream home. Maybe it is vibrant health. Maybe it is a new business. Maybe it's growing your garden, anything. So it could be writing a book. It could be something as simple as getting to relax this weekend and read a book in the hammock. But whatever it is, trust it. All right, so now we're going to do what's called the activation breath. Now that you've been feeling into this and hearing my descriptions of really tuning in and enhancing. And this breath has a mudra that's the diamond mudra. This one is a little more complex. When I say medium, it's 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Slow is going to be 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. And fast is going to be 1 second in, 1 second out. Okay, so while we breathe, just feel the breath. You don't have to be thinking too hard on anything. Just allow your brain to process however it needs to. All right, activating our manifestations and intentions. In mouth medium. In more. And more. And hold. Now out mouth medium. Good. In mouth, out nose slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, medium. In more. And even more. Bit more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. And even more. And even more. Now hold as long as you can. Feel the surge of gamma energy. You can close your eyes if they aren't already closed. Feel your intention. Feel the vibration of it expanding. All right, and out mouth. Good. Now, breathe gently for a moment and feel this energy in your hands that's vibrating. That's gamma. So we're bringing this up like a medicine cup of gamma breath to drink. Inhale, mouth. And exhale. Now, drop in, relax your hands with your eyes closed. Just melt in, let go, breathe easy. And just keep being with this energy. Now, notice all the sensations that are happening. Brain waves reorganizing, codes coming in for what you're manifesting, pineal gland activating, DMT flowing. All right, so now you're going to still be feeling this, but we're going to keep going. So it'll integrate more and more into your body, getting more gamified. You're embodying what you're visualizing. So take these next several moments to reflect back to what you activated before this breath. Just see how it looks to you now. There'll be more details, maybe something else you want to add, maybe just any thoughts, sensations about it. Just trust what's coming. Especially if you could feel the sensations of your intention in your body, that's powerful. All of our cells reflect everything about us. So just feel into it. Maybe it's a message somebody gave you recently, something you saw today. Maybe it's examples of what you want to manifest. Bring it all into your field. While we're each doing this, let's vision that we're forming a circle here together. It's a broad one because we're online. That's beautiful. We're all anchoring the grid and we can tune in to this quantum field together. Even though we're not hearing each other's intentions, feel that you're now sharing it. So in our consciousness, we understand and we can support each other. It's a communal or community calibration type of process. So now we're going to do what's called the gamma amplification breath for everything that just came to us now, all the information. And don't worry if it's some kind of a concern, because we are going to address those as well after this breath. Just trust that by being in gamma right now and by amplifying, what we're doing is boosting the positives of what we want to create. So just go with that and I'll explain more in a little bit. So diamond mudra, and here we go. In mouth medium. In more. And even more. And hold. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose, in mouth fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more, and even more, bit more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out mouth, in nose fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more, even more, and more. Good, now hold again as long as you can. This gets easier as we go. Feeling this boosting and expansion, gamifying our whole field and our body. And out mouth. Great. Now, this is powerful. What's in our hands is actually all our brain waves. Beta, alpha, theta, delta, zeta. They're all gamified. Our brain waves are like meridians in our hands. So that's why we're drinking this gamma energy. It's our manifestation from our hands, from our consciousness, through our heart, through all of our chakras and energy centers, out through our hands. So gamma manifestation, right? So we're going to drink this. So inhale, mouth. And up. All right, now again, drop in, let go for a bit. Remember to connect with your breath as you're tuning into this gamma energy and surrendering to it. One powerful way to be in life is to breathe into anything that's happening. That's a full spectrum way of living. And it's also a way that we can create a conscious, safe container for ourselves, a titrated container to be with anything. It's less overwhelming if we can breathe with it. Sure, we're going to feel more, but that's how we become more vibrant. And that's how we develop all our senses more. And that's how we boost our consciousness. We learn more about ourselves, others, and the environment. We also gain compassion for all that is and everyone that we know. So Speaking of compassion, let's take a few moments now to tune into any challenges that we're facing. Maybe it has to do with what we want to manifest. For instance, say we want to manifest more balanced health, and say we've been encountering something physically that's challenging. So tune into that. Or say you want to improve your relationships and there's been some dynamics that don't feel good. Or say you want to manifest more income, but you've had some struggles with money. So I'm just giving some examples, but let's each of us close our eyes and feel into, as of late, or what has been a pattern, could be for a long time, that somehow is connected to what we want to activate and that may feel limiting. Just allow it all to magnify. You could watch scenarios like a movie screen, or like a going through pictures. It doesn't matter the order, but just view everything you can right now. Feel it in your body. It's a cellular memory as well. And let it get more and more saturated. And then we'll do a breath to process all of it. So let's tune in. So it's okay to feel the discomforts. Those are charges that are being pulled up because we have gamma to process it with. So consider this rough, gold in the rough, or something like that, that we're about to alchemize into the purest, brightest, highest quality gold and fuel for our lives. So just keep welcoming the opportunity, keep viewing and feeling everything that's coming up. Even if it seems unrelated, just welcome it. Remember to breathe gently as you're viewing. Feel your body. All right. So we're going to do this process breath, and the mudra for it looks like this. It's a heart shape. Then we cross the tips of our fingers and get the pads to touch. So that feels very crisscrossy, but try that. And then thumbs point down. You can relax your elbows and process everything that's come up and everything in the subconscious and unconscious related to it. Each of these breaths is very powerful, and it has the capacity to hold a lot of information and layers. So especially since we're all breathing together, be prepared to feel a clearing and neutralizing of triggers or challenges. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, medium. In more, a bit more, and hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. And out mouth, medium. And out a little more. Good. Now just squeeze your hands for a moment, the mudra, Then relax them. And if your eyes aren't closed already, just close them and surrender for a bit to Gamma. All right, so now let's tune back into what we were looking at before this breath. It's probably going to look differently to before, but just see there might be more details, other parts of it that you hadn't realized before. Maybe there's a deepening of the challenge. Most likely it's more of a neutralized space or just a shift in perspective about it. Anyway, however it is perfect. So just keep noticing and tuning in and accessing all the information for you. So now we're going to do another process breath, and then we will continue with more of the breaths to boost what we call the positives in Gamma. So we use the words negative and positive in this way. Negative meaning causing discomfort, because it could also be positive that we're going through the discomfort, but the point is we process a certain way if it's discomfort, and positive if it's bringing a feeling of goodness, a wholeness and well-being. So let's do one more for challenges, charges, preoccupations, doubts, anything like that. And if it feels neutral to you, not to worry, you're going to benefit from the breath and deeper, maybe unconscious layers as well. So again, heart mudra, and here we go. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. And in mouth, medium, and hold. In a little more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. And out mouth, medium. Excellent. Now squeeze the mudra, relax it, and then close your eyes. And just let go, immerse into this journey of Gamma for a bit. Okay, so now we're going to shift back to bringing in positive ingredients, because what we've just done is free up multiple layers of memory that would be creating some kind of charge that would have us repeat patterns or limit us or keep us maybe stuck in a belief that's no longer serving, or in such patterns, triggers, emotions, the like. So this is a blessing. You were ready to do that. We were all ready. So now we have extra energy and gamma to formulate and manifest what we're focused on now. So what's beautiful about gamma is that, say we are a product of all our memories. It's just part of being a human in time and space in the 3D. But what a great gift we have coming to us from the 5D, so we can live a more 5D kind of life and live from the now, and from more of a neutral, responsive, present, resilient, fluid state where we can hold intention and keep creating what's most in our highest good, and then whatever's next most in our highest good, and keep being receptive with everything that comes to us and learning how to stabilize with that and grow with that. So each breath does that, and you'll have a breath that you can use at home. I'll explain later. So for now, what we want to do is tune into experiences of times where we've been powerful at manifesting. And I mean, we're continuously creating this hologram we're in, but I mean, where we set an intention and it happened. It might have been something simple like, oh, you know, I really would love a sunny afternoon, and really visualizing that, and to go to the beach and be with friends. And then we find ourselves at the beach with friends. Well, we created that. And it could also be, say, I really want to manifest a beautiful house and a partner, and then that happened. Or creating a beautiful project, whatever it is, manifesting a new skill, say drumming or painting or singing, anything at all. So it could be from any time of your life. It could be from 5th grade, you know, manifesting a good job on a project, anything at all. So just we'll close our eyes and be with whichever juicy memories want to come to us right now, one or many, of times where we've fantastically manifested whatever we really desired in our heart, in our highest alignment. So as we do this, we want to look at every detail and feel it in our muscle memory, all of it, as much as possible. There might be other people in the memory. There might be steps to how it happened. So just view everything you can. And you're probably going to be feeling lots of positive vibrations and sensations as this is happening. So keep allowing them to magnify, immerse in them. This is all combining with your gamma. Visualizing all your successes. And just hone in on the highlights of the situation. It's okay if there's other aspects, circumstances connected, but just focus on the highest positives that are informing you right now. I mean, for those of us who are here in the Caribe, that's a powerful manifestation in and of itself. What a blessed life this is. And anywhere in the world, of course. So now we're going to boost this with an amplification gamma breath. So be prepared for exponential juiciness and full spectrum of awakening that can come with what you're creating, and you'll find it cultivating in the next days and weeks. So this one's the Diamond Mudra, and here we go. In mouth medium, in more, and even more, and hold. Just know that what we're doing while you're holding is boosting our neural pathways from our experiences of success. All right, so now out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. And more. Bit more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. Even more. And more. And hold. Feel this illumination and full spectrum light and all this connection to manifestation mode, realization mode here on this plane. And out mouth. Now feel this surge of energy in our hands. This is our brain waves with our new reality that we're creating. So we drink to mega boost. So inhale mouth. And out. Awesome. Then just immerse. Surrender to all of your light, letting it bless every cell, every aspect of your being. And now staying with eyes closed and feeling this surge of energy, we're going to boost that even more. We're going to add the following ingredients. Tune into aspect about yourself that you really appreciate. So maybe it's perseverance or patience or passion or open-heartedness. Maybe it's motivation, dedication, any kind of talent, being funny, creativity, anything at all. Whatever you love about yourself, bring that to the foreground right now. We'll all do that so we could feel that. And as well as qualities about yourself that you love, it could be behaviors as well. So see what those are for you. Maybe it's being organized, maybe it's being generous, maybe it's certain actions that you take every day that you're grateful that you're doing for yourself and for your life, for others. Just tune into all of those. Or the ability to be very much in the now and embodied, etc. Then as well, see what comes to you as would be important for making your intention and manifestation actualize itself. So maybe there's a way of being that your understanding needs to happen, like being receptive and open, like trusting in the magic of your gamma frequency, whatever it might be. Maybe it's letting go of something. Maybe it's making a certain kind of change. Whatever instruction or action step comes to you in the gamma state, you can trust it. Because this is a very clear channel space. It's from your higher self, from your guides, if you believe in such, from higher source and collective consciousness. So trust what that is. Maybe it's something as simple as just relax, just let go, or just focus on one thing at a time. Or maybe it's visualize every day, make a vision board, make that phone call, write down those notes, go to the gym tomorrow, whatever it is. Trust that. And what's important with gamma is usually take that action step unless a new action step arises. But if you take that action step, it's going to boost your gamma quotient and also your amount of empowerment and energy for the next step to show up. So feel into all of this. Right now, we're looking at personality traits or qualities of self that we really appreciate, behaviors that we appreciate, and then ways we want to be or need to be to manifest and that we may already be doing. All right. So look at all of those ingredients. We do the diamond mudra, feeling the power of this posture and the power of our breath. So here we go. In mouth medium. In more. And even more. And hold. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out nose, in mouth, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more, and more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more, and more, and even more. And hold. Feel the surge of gamma even more, activating all your beautiful qualities, bringing them forth, embodying them even more with gamma. And out mouth. Excellent. Now feeling all this tingling energy, bring it to drink. This is your manifestation. Inhale, mouth. And out mouth. Great. So just surrender, welcoming all this light, just dropping in. Feel how it expands through your whole body. So keep your eyes closed. We're going to add a more advanced shortcut technique called the blink technique. And this works for those who have been activating. Stay in a group with me. You could try it as well once you practice a few basic gamma breaths here and there throughout your day. All it is blinking your eyes. So being that they're closed, just go ahead and squeeze them tight for like a second. Squeeze. And then relax your eyelids, keep them closed. Notice that surge of gamma that happens. So that's a gamma instruction that's been created that you can on purpose blink. It doesn't have to be obvious. You could be chatting with friends somewhere and just do a little blink with an intention. Say you're clearing something, maybe a pattern's come up or a thought or something you want to upgrade in your environment or dynamic, then you could just do the blink. But what we just did with the blink was gamma boost, what we had already even gamma boosted, galactivating it further. And now we're going to do one more amplification breath before we do our integration sequence. So for this one, with eyes closed, let's each tune into our future. But in this case, what I mean is also our field of now. It's our field of what's coming to us. If we can see it, it's already so. It's approaching, or we're approaching to it. So let's just trust whatever we see based on what we've been activating today, plus the energy of the new moon, the solar eclipse that's coming, all of this in this energy of these today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Powerful times, plus our breath, plus gamma, plus DMT. This is awesome. So let's just be with this energy and see what's coming for us that we're manifesting. See ourselves in the environment, who's there, if anyone. It might be really clear or it might be the essence of something, and either way is perfect. Just really feeling it in our body, like we're already in it. It's our form is taking this on. Knowing that if we can visualize, then we can manifest. And we've added all these other awesome tools. And as you're doing this, how do you feel? You know, how are you relating to the whole experience, what you're manifesting, and how you feel in the now? Because that's part of it too. You want to visualize, you want to feel the vibration of it already. So all right, so let's do one more amplification breath. Diamond Mudra. And this will bring in everything we've been activating so far. So very big breaths. In mouth, medium. In more. And even more. And hold. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. Out mouth, in nose, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out nose, in mouth, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. And even more. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more, even more, and more. And hold and feel this energy visioning what's coming to you, your new reality, feeling it. Maybe there's affirmations coming to you about it, any messages. And out mouth. Excellent. Now, once more, we're going to drink this cup of gamma breath medicine. Inhale, mouth. And out, mouth. Again, immerse. Feeling this gamma DMT space. Now go ahead and do a blink. So just squeeze your eyelids and release them. And just feel that energy. Great. So we're going to integrate this whole process. Let's first recap everything that's happened so far. So we gathered here online. I guided us through a grounding meditation after a little intro on how gamma works, what it is, and about these breaths. Then we did our first basic gamma breath together to step into the field of gamma, creating this quantum manifestation field together. Then we each tuned into our personal intention, what we're wanting to manifest today with the new moon, with our own breath, with our pineal activation and all the awesome chemistry and energy that comes with it. Then we tuned in again and saw what other information is available about it that we could boost and did an amplification breath. Then we did a couple of process breaths around any concerns, limitations, patterns from the past, emotions, worries, anything like that. So we did a bunch of neutralizing with a couple of gamma process breaths. Then we tuned into qualities about then we tuned into successful manifestation from any time in our life that's coming to us, that was fuel to remind us how to connect to manifesting. And we've developed neural pathways for that today, reconnecting and integrating those experiences so they can nourish us. Because that's what's amazing, is we can have memories from something that happened decades ago, and it's like fully like we're right there. We can feel the energy. So there's energy there available that we can be nourished with to develop our consciousness in a certain direction, which is amazing about memory processing. And the same applies to processing and neutralizing the negatives like we did. Then we looked at ingredients about ourselves that we really value, characteristics of our personality and way of being, behaviors, ways we do things, and then also access what do we need to do, how do we need to be to manifest and activate what we really want. And then finally, we saw ourselves in the field of our future, or say the now that's approaching us in our field of what's going to come that we've activated. And so we can trust that. So now we're going to do something really cool called magics. It's another gamma technique. It's an energy technique. So let's hold our hands in front of us, and then we're going to conclude with an integrating breath. But in our hands, we're holding a field of energy, kind of like one would look at in Qigong or Tai Chi, a Qi ball. except this is a little different. What we're actually holding in the field of our hands is our brain waves and the hologram of what we're bringing forth, kind of like a crystal ball. And we've gamified so much information now. We have so much energy available. So feel that. We each feel that inside of our hands, our own experience that we're manifesting. Feel as you compress your hands in and then take them out, that this energy is becoming more and more concentrated, almost solid, right? As you press in, you can feel that. So keep boosting, and compressing in this energy. A little more. Okay, so here we are with this powerful ball of gamma energy, the field of our consciousness and our hologram. What we do next is fold in the fingers, pinky, ring, middle, index, and thumb. Okay, and then we squeeze our hands 5 times. 3, 4, 5. These are exponential gamma boost commands also. Now what we do as we feel this powerful energy in our palms of our hands is we open our fingers again. We flick the index off the thumb, now the middle, then the ring, then the pinky, then the thumb. Inhale and send the energy forward into our circle. All right, then you peel your hands off this energy, sit back and feel this wave of gamma surround you, surrounding all of us. So let's bask in that for a few moments. Awesomeness. So keeping being with that, we're still immersed in it. We're going to place our palms together and stay with eyes closed. With our palms together, we feel this congruence of our whole body, this coherence in our energy field, in all our chakras, meridians, all of it, all planes of consciousness, merging the 5D with our 3D physicality to upgrade our life, a 5D life, a gamma life. And now we're going to do this closing breath. And after that, I'll give some guidance how you can practice at home. So here we go. It's all medium, by the way. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. And in mouth, out mouth. Excellent. So with eyes closed, we just stay with the mudra and in silence for a few moments, feeling this channel of light boosting our frequency, embodying all the gamma and our manifestation. Then if you'd like, you can place your hands on your heart or your belly, or wherever on your body feels good. Still feeling the gamma with a space of gratitude and love vibration. To ourselves for the beautiful soul that we are embodied in these amazing bodies in this beautiful time and space now. And we'll do one more blink. So squeezing our eyes, blink and release. When we each feel ready, taking our time, we can gently open our eyes, or you can certainly continue in a meditation space, relax with eyes closed, whatever you want to do. Either way, welcome back. Yeah, this was a very special gamma journey. And I'm going to turn off the recording in a moment, but first, a couple of tips and ideas. So I posted here in the chat the basic gamma breath, but I see that it's disappeared again. So I'm going to take a moment here to type it again. Yeah. And whoever wants to stay on after I turn off the recording, you're welcome to. We could do like a little check-in, any shares, however you'd like. So give me 1 second. Just trying to make this as abbreviated as possible so everybody can have it. It's important. Okay, let me make sure I got this right. Yes, and also my website for anybody who wants to research more or find more resources on there. So the basic gamma breath, I recommend learning it or take a screenshot, a picture for your phone, however you like. Do it as often as you like through the day. You can't ever overdo it. You'll just keep boosting your gamma quotient and DMT state. You're regulating brain waves, hormones, energy, and like all the systems of your body. You're regulating your mind and your emotions. So any triggers that come up, worries, anxieties, upsets, tune in, feel what's going on, and then do the basic gamma breath. Consider that the basic gamma breath encompasses everything that we did today in the session, and that you could use it for any kind of processing. So this includes, you're at a fun dance party and it feels amazing, do a gamma breath and you're going to boost more of that. And then the question, energyofbreathschool.com. Yes, it ends with energyofbreathschool.com. Thank you for correcting that. Let me just type it again. And you can also, because everybody who signed up here connected with me through WhatsApp, then you know how to reach me that way. If you have any comments you want to leave me on a message, any questions about the process or any feedback over the next days. I also recommend, since it's the new moon, I've done this practice for over a decade, like 15 years actually. I write down 10 new moon wishes or intentions. So you might want to try that if you connect with the energy of the moon. And drink lots of water, maybe a little pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt today would be great for all the processing we did, just for some extra grounding. So I also offer individual sessions. I offer Gamma Breath practitioner trainings. They're 10 hours long. I do them in person and online, and can support you with anything you want to activate or heal or process if you're so drawn. But anyway, again, thank you so much. I'm going to end the recording. And again, anyone who wants to stay on, if you want to chat about anything, we can. Again, thank you for being here. Happy new moon, happy manifestations. Let me know how it all unfolds. Namaste and much love.